5 ways that burnout will creep into your world in corporate. The first thing is you feel nothing after a win. So when you achieve something, your brain releases dopamine. It's supposed to be this emotion that makes you feel amazing and makes you just, it feels euphoric, honestly. And if you just continue to live in a stress zone, your brain doesn't know when to switch off from, hey, I have to attack a project, to, hey, I can actually relax and enjoy things around me. And that was me. When I was in corporate, let me tell you, we were achieving, I was in the middle of multiple mergers and left after right. There were new projects, new acquisitions, new people to onboard. There wasn't time to breathe. And because of that, I conditioned myself to not pause, to not celebrate small wins, but instead to keep going. And that's great. You can keep going, but there becomes a point where your brain doesn't know how to get out of survival mode. And that is what causes you to burn out. You know, we women are conditioned just to keep moving. And anytime you show emotion or any type of emotion or passion for something, it's not good. So what do? We normalize just a flat, having a flat demeanor, showing up with our masculine energy, and that is a red flag. The second thing I want to point out is you are irritated by small requests, right? It seems like it's actually kind of like a microaggression, right? Someone has one small request, and you know deep inside, this isn't just a quick question. It's actually a 2 minute derail, a 2 minute hijack of your time, effort, and energy. And what happens is you get so caught up in all of these decisions that you have to make and micro changes that you can't relax. This isn't like a lack of patience. It's actually like cognitive overload. You are like depleting your mental capacity, your mental bandwidth. And I'll give you an example, completely unrelated to work. But yes, I was working a stressful job, and I decided that I was going to meet up with the girls for drinks. And one of my friends sent a text message, hey, I'm going to be 5 minutes late. Do you know I had a full on out tantrum? Like a 3-year old. What do you mean? Why isn't she late? She knows there's traffic. She should have left earlier. I'm sitting here, at a restaurant by myself. This is unacceptable. But is it? It's just a small mishap. We're all human. There's so many things that are beyond our control. And I didn't even have the humanity to extend grace, to extend kindness in that moment. And that, my friend, is a sign of burnout. I know your mind is moving. What am I missing? Tell me. Tell me in the comments what else you can think of right now could be a sign of burnout. Some small sign that your body is whispering, but you are ignoring. So that way we can keep the conversation going. So another point that I want to bring up, the third one, is you don't hear your inner voice clearly. When I was in my season of burnout, again, there were projects after projects after projects. I was so busy answering and solving problems for so many other people. I never thought about, do I even want to do this project? Is it even aligned to what I would like to do next? Is this how I want to show up? Is this how I want to spend my time? Because if I was in tune with who I am and what I wanted, it would be easier for me to say, hey, I have to log off at 5 because I do enjoy taking walks after work. I do enjoy reading a book and relaxing and winding down. But if I'm so wired, or if I get all of my external validation from others, all of my validation from others and how my work product is perceived, I am losing sight of what makes me happy inside. I'll give you a good example. I love roller skating. That is my jam. If I put on those earbuds and I start skating, it takes me back to being 13. I listen to music from that time, and it makes me happy. It makes me smile. So it's critical that I make the time to do that, to weave that habit into my day. But if I'm so caught up in everyone else's needs and demands, I'm not hearing my inner voice, and I'm not fueling that voice. You know, a lot of times people talk about, hey, you can't pour from an empty cup, which is true. But My question to you is, what is in your cup? What are you talking about, Sophia? If I'm pouring out frustration, if I have frustration in my cup because that's what I'm dealing with all day, that's what I'm pouring out to others. Like the example with my friend who was late. How do you think I received her when she showed up? I was still equally irritated, and it took me a while to even get into the mood like, hey, girl, let's talk about things, right? So that's why it's really important to be centered to your inner voice. So that way you can fill yourself up with the things that are critical, and you're using your inner voice as your compass instead of just ignoring it. The fourth point I want to point out is your body is whispering, but you're not listening. I'm going to say that one again. Your body is whispering to you. It's saying, I'm tired. Your body is saying, I'm exhausted, but you're ignoring it. You're saying, I just got to keep pushing through, especially like those cups that keep your hot drinks, your hot beverages warm for an extended period of time. It helps you push past the fatigue. You're like, oh, yes, I'm tired, but oh, I have this hot coffee. Yes, it's been 3 hours. I haven't had a bio break. This is good for me. It's not. So, one of my favorite hacks for that, honestly, is to keep a coffee mug nearby, honestly, because not only am I able to feel the warmth of the mug, it helps me slow down, it helps me pause, it helps me truly enjoy the moment and come back to myself. Also, it gives me a sign that time has passed. Oh, it's cold now. Oh, has it been an hour? Yeah, it actually has been an hour. Maybe I should get up from a bio break or go do something else. So I just wanted to point that out as another way that we ignore our body. Sometimes it's those tight shoulders, or it's just that eye twitch that you just dismiss. But that is your body saying, hey, something around here isn't working. You know, a technical term for it is your nervous system. Your nervous system is overloaded. I'm not going to throw a bunch of science at you, but I am asking you to listen to your body. The last point, point number five, is you can't picture what you want or what you want to do next. You know, burnout is basically brain fog because your future vision is so fogged. You're so hyper focused on right now and this moment and getting this done that you can't imagine joy. If you can't imagine doing something that really makes you happy, that means your system is trying to survive. And a good example of this is I can remember for myself just being so busy and caught up with items, I thought, hey, I'm going to I'm just going to send my friend a text message. She's sending me a nicety. Hey, how are things going? And I'm like, hey, quick question. Should I go eat lunch or should I take a walk? And she responded back, like, you probably need therapy. If you can't make such an easy decision, something isn't right. And she was right. In that moment, I was so hyper focused on that next deliverable, on that project, on making the deadline. I knew the cafeteria closed at a certain hour. I knew I was hungry. I knew I needed a break, but I had no clue how to do it. Also, my priorities were dictated by everyone else around me. What is our next project? What time does the price list need to be released? Who is the next senior leader that's coming in? Because I ignored all of those signs, I started to see burnout bubble up in my life. And did I miss something? I want you to tell me, what am I missing? What are you feeling? What are you ignoring from your body? And if you have no clue where to start, I encourage you to join my masterclass. I host them every month. There's actually one coming up here, August 27th. And it's an hour where we start working through habits that you can weave into your day, into your life to re energize you and get you out of those burnout cycles. So if this hits home, I want you to subscribe because this is what I do. I'm Sophia, and I help driven women climb in corporate without the cost of burnout. And I know because that was me. I climbed the ladder and I burned out. And in the process, I learned so many different things that I want to share with you here today. Now, it isn't about doing more, it's about leading yourself so powerfully that everything around you shifts. What did I miss? Add comments below so that way we can have a dialogue and keep this conversation going. You don't have to burn out. Subscribe.